Ethan Klein just changed the internet forever. So if you have not seen the recent H3H3 video, which I highly recommend to watch, it's actually pretty interesting, it's going to be linked down in the description. I'm not going to go into super hardcore detail about his video, but I will talk about at least a major premise that I can actually understand, aka the copyright situation. Yeah, Ethan Klein is going to be copyright striking 3 creators, Cassytron, Dynomes, and Frogan. He's definitively within his right to copyright strike these 3 and take them to court. And it's going to be a slam dunk case. He is going to win a 3v1. Now, this case will effectively change the entire landscape of YouTube. I'd say roughly 90% of reaction content is just definitively bad. Rather it be the content itself that they're producing as the reaction is just not good, or it's borderline just straight up theft. Don't get me wrong, there are positives to reaction content, and I've made reaction content as well, but you have to be a little reasonable with it, you know? Like face in corner, just reaction and nothing else is that you're just stealing. You're just stealing. The best way to go about it usually is if you're coming from a place of authority, a place of a community member, some sort of trailers, like something that's actually supposed to be reacted, or if you got permission. And for some quick self-reflection time, hopefully I can make my reactions better. You know, I usually just try to like edit things down. I don't want to have the whole video within my own video. I haven't posted any long-form reactions recently that I can remember. I do have a couple edited up, and I'm going to actually go back through them just to make sure I actually have it scrubbed away, because stealing is bad and I don't want to be a hypocrite. But that's obviously going to be up to the audience to decide, is this a good enough reaction or not? But in the near future, depending on how long this court case takes, within the next 5 years, maybe even less, honestly, I'm going to see a ton more of these copyright cases come out, and fair use might unironically be redefined. Like, it is so easy just to sit down, put someone else's video on, record it, and just say, hey, yo, that's the video. That's the upload, guys. Like, in the future, maybe even YouTube might step up and be like, okay, is this actually fair use or not? I don't know if YouTube's bots will ever deal with that, but I think there'll be like a little check mark somewhere where it's like, okay, I think this is under fair use. And if you like tick it, then at some point, if someone's like, oh, wait, that is not, then there could actually be something that happens on YouTube side. I don't know how it's going to work, but this court case will generally just change the flow of the internet. It is just going to. Like, YouTube is so big that this copyright court case may even go on to affect sites like Patreon, where people put their full-length reactions to like anime, movies, etc. Well, who knows what's going to happen? Well, one thing I do know for sure is Ethan Klein's going to definitively win his court case. I have no idea if YouTube's going to actually do anything about the copyright situation, but like, this is a pretty big deal. And this will, in my opinion, change the entire trajectory of the whole genre of content and the entire landscape of YouTube, as well as Twitch and Kick. Maybe even Twitter as well. People post copyright stuff on there all the time. Now, is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure. Like, this could basically enable people to use the copyright system more effectively, which is already being used this way, to take down criticism and detractors. That's a pretty big problem. But assuming that the case and possibly YouTube's reaction to the whole thing is just for how we see reaction content currently, where it's just like face cam in the corner, video here, just kind of watching like, ha! Yeah. Which I think if as long as it stays to just that, it's going to be a net positive. I mean, hey, that's about all I got. Yeah, thanks for watching.